Alright.
Region's greatest players.
Let's take
What QB sharks are swimming in these waters?
this QB shark down. Let's make a new deck.
Oh, it's our very first catch of the day, folks. We have ourselves a challenger. Hello, sir. Care to tell the folks at home who you are? Ha ha ha. Could this shark be more of a guppy? Well,
I ain't no guppy.
I spy a row of razor-sharp teeth in this little fishy's maw. You might be the QB killer we've been waiting for, but there's only one way to find out. That's right, our audience doesn't want to hear commentary, they want to see blood. To up the ante, our challenger's opponent will be none other than your host with the most, me, Bernard.
Man, that's so funny, going to people's streams and saying you can't hear them, so they have to check their equipment. That's hilarious, man. Good joke. That's... wow, funny. Alright, let's make a... brand new deck. Totally go, like... reverse of what my deck would normally do. So... how did you mute? Okay, whatever. My bad then. You were just saying a lot of like trolly sounding things, and then you said that, and earlier you responded to something I said, so I was like, is this guy trolling? Okay, this guy kills something in front of it and put stuff behind him. This guy's kill stuff in the corners, but gives you no spots. Doesn't seem very good. This guy... I do like the spots he gives. Raise the power of allied and enemy cards on affected tile. When destroyed, lower the power of allied and enemy cards. So this guy, like, you kind of don't want to kill, so he's probably not a good choice. This guy raises when he dies, so he could be good. This guy blows up stuff when he blows up. He could be good. He gives me a copy of himself when he blows up, so he could be good. And then this guy is like my win condition. This guy powers up like everything when he dies. But like, I don't know how you play him effectively. Like, you could put him on the back line and then he would power up like one thing. I don't know, he seems like dumb. Now this guy gives you something cool when he dies. I don't know what. This guy also powers up when things die. If this guy gets enfeebled, he raises by 4. This guy blows up one thing in the back line. This guy blows up something in front of him. This guy blows up everything around him. which like could be cool, but I have no idea how I'd pull that off. I like this guy because he has diagonals. He also has diagonals. This guy could also be a win condition. This guy lowers the power of everything behind you. Could be good. This guy could hit a bunch of stuff in front of him. I feel like I should put Titan in even though he doesn't fit the thing just because he's really good. And he helps me play other cards. Moogle Trio does give you a Moogle that kills something in the back line, but... this guy gives you a ton of area and kills stuff in front of him, but he's a 3. It's gonna be really hard to play him in the front. Now Landworm is like... but it's only enemy cards, so that'd be tough. This guy kills one thing and gives me a bunch of diagonals. See, like, this guy is really good, but how in the world am I going to play him early, you know? Does this count as destroying? Because it says replace. The other ones say destroy. These say destroy and replace. This just says replace. So I don't know if that counts as destroy. Alright, let's see here. So we got... why is this not organized? That's alright. I kind of asked. It's all good. I was... that was kind of my fault. I asked it kind of in a way that sounded like I was asking chat. That's fine. No, that was my bad, Kano. Oh, never mind it. Okay. So let's see here. He's really good. He's really good. I don't need him. I definitely need him. Him, I gotta kind of see what he does. Him, I definitely want. I think I could probably get rid of him. I think I can get rid of him. I don't know how I feel about the Jabberwocky yet. I think I should maybe play Terror instead of Great Malboro. But I kind of want to just play the Malboro on someone and see how it goes. I feel like it could be wild. And what do I take out? I think I take this guy out. I have a lot of ones. I think I take this guy out. At least one. What are you confused about? If you're ever confused about something, just ask me or Ahmad. Oh, how the card game works? It is pretty, like, you gotta play it. You gotta play it a lot to learn the depth of it. I feel like this guy is, like, required. So are those guys. I think I might get rid of this guy. I have to get rid of Titan. And alright, I have no idea how this is gonna go. This could be a total disaster. This could be a complete and utter disaster. I will say, pretty good start though. So we could start with this guy. And then destroy him with this guy. And that gets me this guy. Lower the power of allied and enemy cards on affected tiles by 2. Huh. I don't know how I feel about this guy. What's cool is you keep the pawns, though. See, that's kind of what I was, like, not realizing at first. Because the enemy was doing it, and I didn't really, like, understand why they still had pawns on the map when they were destroying their cards. Your pawns are permanent, so if your cards go away, you keep the cards. Or the pawns, and that's why, like, this is cool too, because I can place this on this guy, and then I have all sorts of land. Alright, so I need to place this guy, because he's my win condition. Oh man, I could play 2 of them. Oh, right, he's only enemy cards. Oof. Hate to see that. Well. So far this is going pretty well. I'm actually not doing a lot of destroying my own cards, but I'm doing a lot of destroying of theirs. Okay. Man, that was a good play. I still got the middle somehow. Like, he got the middle, but I got the top and the bottom, so I still got more space than he did. If I did this, would he just blow up and immediately power up my dude? Yeah, he would. That's just a free point play. Well, I already won, but I can just do it again. Interesting. What would the pawns look like if I did this? That'd be my pawn, yep. Dude, what if I just blew up my backline? Just for the fun of it. You know what I could do? Oh, that lowers though, never mind. So this is a bad idea because he could actually draw like something to play. I'm taking over his whole board. Oh, I'm out of cards. No. Oh my god, I could like destroy my own board with this. Alright, it was fun. Dude, I mean, I don't know if it's better, but it's certainly more fun to play this deck. There's a lot more options.
Talk about carnage, am I right? I'm lucky I
That was
got
definitely
out of that
carnage.
match with my limbs intact. Today's shark is a ferocious man-eating menace. He made a serious splash with some ruthless moves. Players the world over have got to be shaken in their boots. Something tells me this beast is about to upset the QB food chain. Better start swimming. Congratulations to you, sir, for an incredible match. Though we found the canyon's resident shark, the fun never ends on this show.
All right, Bernard.
Stay tuned.
All right,
because
Bernard,
we've
that's
got
enough.
More coming your way.
Jeez. So I don't think I can... I can't go back and play the robot yet, because we're stuck in Cosmo Canyon, so... There should be... No, that's it. That's it.
Or to focus on deepening our own understanding. Which would you say? Professor Gas often
Within you all are the planet's thoughts and memories.
Fancy running into you here. Say, how about I get a shot of you giving thanks to the planet?
Oh, Aerith pose.
The beauty of this place is unreal. Pictures can't do it justice. Wonders such as these have to be experienced in person. I want to believe I can capture this magic. I'm looking for spots with a spiritual feel, if you know any. So expansive and enthralling. Our planet is the greatest artist. The way the shadows carve out the red stone. It's perfect.
Let's see this frame. Live on Midgar. Wow. So exciting.
wonderful planet is always watching over us.
Look at that. You can still see everything. Remember in Remake when we like looked down at Midgar and it was just like a JPEG? Now we can like literally see. Out of your barrel. You can even see this one I've done, but this one I haven't. And you can see it. You can see the one that I've got and the one that I don't have. So, I mean, it's all literally rendered in. It's not like they just changed the, you know. It's not like they just canned a graphic here. Like I said, the moment that I felt, and you know, I was talking about graphics earlier and how like in general they're pretty similar to Remake, but this is where it really changes, you know, perspective. Like when I walked all the way from Midgar through Calm to the Chocobo Ranch and it never loaded and I could actually feel myself going from place to place, like that's the big difference. Sure, the game doesn't look that much better than Remake, but it feels so much more like vast and complete. The graphics do a lot more talking here. You know. They're utilized more in a different way. Yeah, imagine if 16 was like this. Granted, 16 is a different game, and I don't necessarily think 16 needed or should have been open world, because it was a lot more mechanics based and story driven and cutscene driven. But like, regardless of that, like, imagine if 16 was like this with like the crystals and stuff. Like, if you could just travel from one crystal to another in the big open world. That would have been pretty cool. But I don't like, you know, I'm not saying like 16 is a worse game for not having it, because it was never meant to be that. It was never built to be that kind of game. But just thinking about it, it would have been cool. There he is. Man, I never thought I'd see the day. Something about Bugenhagen is special. He's been a meme on our channel for so long. And, like, part of the joke was always how, like, goofy his model was. And how, like, one day we could maybe see what Bugenhagen really looks like. But that'll probably never happen, you know? Like, that... Those are, like, the discussions we used to have back in the day. Was, like... What would Bugenhagen look like? And now there he is. On his ball.
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Namaki.
First thing we hear is his laugh.
My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our Vale and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Namaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around.
His voice actor is so great. Woo! I love him.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man.
Don't worry about me, just stealing your stuff.
Big or small, with whom we share our
I always felt like Bugenhagen was kind of on his own little space. It's kind of weird seeing these people, like, standing over here.
And so I bid you, children, to join hands and come together. For united, we shall never succumb to fear celestial.
Namaki never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him.
Oh man, look at this. There's people, like, in his room. Oogling his materia.
While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
Don't you worry, my dear. I'll find a way to bring out the full depths of your beauty.
Yeah, I didn't want to say too much yet, but I'm not a big fan of Red's teenage voice. I'm not like completely opposed to him having one, and I kind of like the thought of him faking his voice to the party. Like, I feel like that fits his character. But the voice itself, like there's something about it. It sounds like a cartoon character from the 90s. Like, it sounds like it could be a character on Ed, Edd n Eddy or something, you know? Which, in one way, is like... kind of fits, but in the other way, I don't know. It stands out too much, I guess. I don't know. It feels out of place, I guess. It's the best way to put it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Rat Dog, yeah. Is it actually Ezreal's voice actor? I'd believe that, 100%. I could totally place that in my head. No? It definitely sounds like it. I'll have to look up what the voice actor actually is. Yeah, it does. It really sounds like it. That's why I, like, half believed you when you said it. But yeah, something about it, I don't know. It feels a bit out of place. And maybe that's the purpose, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's partly I just really like his main room also. Or main voice. But I do like taking my biases out of it for my like opinion on the voice. I do like the idea of him faking his voice. I think it fits his character. So
That records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see.
yeah, does it still say yeah, it still says Red 13. I was wondering if it would change. Or like put it as his last name or something. Instead of Red 13 and then no last name. Do like Red 13 Nanaki. Which, by the way... Wow.
Those devices are testing the pull of gravity.
Wow, you just memed me. I just got joked on by Bugenhagen. How's that make you feel, Cloud? Dude's ancient. He just smoked you.
That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it.
I don't think that's what you were going for, but okay. That sounds like something I would say to my mom to, like, try to get out of cleaning my room. Oh, it doesn't need dusted. That just represents the people. I like the pronunciation of Nanaki. I've always said Nanaki. I feel like most people have said it that way, but Nanaki sounds cool too, and it feels like it's closer to a Native American pronunciation. My limited knowledge of maybe slightly more knowledge about Native American culture than most, but still pretty limited. It does sound a bit more authentic. But either way. Yeah, Nanaki is just a little... Or Nanaki is just a bit easier to say, so I feel like that's why most people say it that way.
Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful.
I'm still waiting to see if we get any more lore, but I don't think we're going to. About Red.
That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now.
Like the pictures. Why is that one sideways? It's gonna bother me. Why is this picture just a moose?
That right there is a type of a current generator. It harnesses the power of the wind to produce new airflows of its own. Perhaps you've encountered them before during your travels.
Yeah, I jammed on him. Whoa. I don't know why the camera like freaks out there. Kind of gives you a big view. How's it going, D-Ranker? Loving it.
Have traveled to us from the far reaches.
What? Ooh, we're so high. I want to like either glitch or hack the game to jump off this railing and like see if you could actually fall all the way down, because everything's rendered down there. I mean, like the enemies aren't rendered in, but like I said, it's actually like still there. It's not just a image of what should be there. It's still there. If you jumped from here, you might actually hit the ground before it loads in, but you'd actually make it all the way down. I mean, like, yeah, there's probably a huge invisible wall, but I'm saying, like, if we just totally, like, got rid of our hitbox and just, like, flew down there. I could, like, if picture mode actually didn't suck and I could actually just, like, fly down there.
Mind your manners in front of fellow Huguenot.
There's so much we have yet to learn about the universe.
You won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
Let me in there. I don't see some stars. Look at him just zooming. Yeah, I don't know if his ball is... he created it or it's materia.
That again, huh?
I'm gonna say he created it, though. I'm guessing he created it. So anyways. Rumbling.
That's...
The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them with our own eyes. 2 in the Corel and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. You see it, Doctor?
Get wrecked.
Excuse me?
Ugenhagen ain't playing around.
Yes, that would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the three of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me.
Oh, I can't wait for this. You must get a lot of stooges in here talking about Mako and electricity, and he's like, bah! He thinks we're some Shinra stooges.
I present to you our planetarium.
No, they don't say anything about weapons in the original.
The latest iteration. This particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado.
Oh my god, so cool. Oh, the song.
Wow.
This is only the beginning.
A shooting star.
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
A little bit.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way.
Please go extract all of her
Okay.
bad thoughts and replace them with good ones.
Can I come?
Welcome to the Cosmo Cult. The re-education room. The brainwashing chamber. Yeah, really interesting. I thought that scene was going to be longer, but it was basically the same exact length as the original, which goes to show how great that scene is in the original. They really didn't have anything to add. Changed the wording around a bit, but was practically the original scene again. And yeah, man, that true version of Livestream, oh,
Got a question.
A+.
Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. And yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks.
Man, I really like Bugenhagen's personality in this. In the original, he's like flamboyantly positive, like to a fault. Like legitimately, they're like, Bugenhagen, everyone's dying, everyone's dead, everything sucks, and he's like, oh ho ho, but there's positivity where there's a life stream. Like he's just like super mega, almost like almost like senile to a point where like he just like he's too old to care about problems. In this one, it feels like he's been through so much and like has spent his entire life trying to educate people on the way the planet works. And then Shinra just came in and like ruined everything he's done for his entire life. And so he feels like begrudged, is that a word? You know, like he's trying to be positive and he's trying to continue to like educate, and just in the hopes that the education overweighs the defiance of Shinra. But yeah, he's like feeling resentful towards like it all, and like he feels like he can't do anymore. He's old at this point, like he's done what he can do, but it's not working. So it's cool. He has like way more of a believable personality here. I mean, yeah, I mean, I would be grumpy too. His life's work is being ruined, you know. And then we come in here and we're like, are you sure the world's good? Like, imagine you were in his place, right? And you like spent multiple lifetimes teaching people about the way the planet works and trying to save the planet, and then these idiots walk in and they're like, well, isn't there another way? Couldn't we just like make the life stream stronger? Are you sure that it goes away forever? Like, what if it doesn't go away forever, you know? Like, I'd be upset with them too. I'd be like, listen here, you little nerds. Listen here, you hooligans. I'm friggin' 300 years old. So yeah, it's pretty believable. Like it's cool, and he isn't just this one note, happy-go-lucky, everything's fine character. Which I'm okay with him being that in the original, but I like that he's different here.
The stars have
Also, just from like a story writing perspective, he needs to have a bit more depth, because he's going to come back and be an important character in part 3. So, you know, having him be a little bit more than one note is important for later. We can see him grow from now until the 3rd game. So, just from a writing perspective, it's smart to have him be a deeper character. How do I get over there?
Thanks so much for taking such great care of Nanaki for us. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might prove useful on your journey. Check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
I like your pants. Can I have your pants? You said anything. Give me your pants.
There he is.
Frickin' Red's mom looking like... What's her name from Lion King? Yeah, what's her name? Nala? Nala? Nala. No, it's like Nala. Seto looking epic. Is there anything I can transmute? Need one more ancient bark. Cetra talisman, that's really cool. No, Red 13's girlfriend is Dana. That's her name. Nice. Those sorcerer's earrings are sweet. I think I should maybe give those to Aerith. She can have these. Denny's. She's from Denny's? What is that? Is that like a... Okay, what this picture of like that orange pumpkin looking thing? It's everywhere. I've seen it like 9 times since we got here. That looks like a Tonberry scarecrow. No, I don't think Red 13's mom ever gets a name. From what I remember. Only Seto and Dena. Which Dena will probably not be mentioned in this game. Mamaki. Mamaki. I don't think so. Den is only referenced in Before Crisis. It's the only place she's ever referenced, and I haven't seen any Before Crisis anything in this game. I can't think of a single character in Before Crisis that's in this game other than the obvious ones. Like, none of the new characters or new lore or really anything. The only exception maybe is like at the end of the third game, if they show the scene with Red 13 running with his cubs, maybe they'll include Dene in there, which would be awesome. It'd be like a, because we've always wondered, like, are the cubs from her? So like that'd be like a cool thing to see. But yeah, I don't think she'll be referenced. That'd be cool though. She was. Maybe if they plan to do that, they'll reference her. I want to look at that picture, but let's see what's over here first. Crystal megaphone. Yeah, I'm still not. I don't have anything I want to make though. Oh, I can make this. I can make a mist mega potion. Everything the light touches is yours. Why are you staring at me?
Right this way. Blessings of the planet upon you.
I mean, if we don't play Seto and like Seto's ghost in Queen's Blood, is the game even complete? Yo, Kaif, thank you for the 35 months. And Chrono, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits, by the way. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Was the last painting Baby Nanaki and Dene? I didn't see a girl baby. That's Seto and Red 13 and Mom. Dene would be another baby.
Blessings of the planet upon you.
They all like their hair gel. How's it going out? The other painting? The other one we looked at? I didn't see another one. Alright, hold on. Yes, I did. In fact, the Chrono video is almost done. I had to take a small break from it for all of this, but it shall be done pretty soon.
Blessings of the planet upon you.
Okay, there's that. Where's this third painting? There's that one. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I hope that everyone in the Final Fantasy community can, like, appreciate it, even though it's not Final Fantasy. That's my only worry. But, you know, regardless. And there's that one. And where's this third one? That's true. The Final Fantasy community hates Final Fantasy. Oh, right here. I totally missed this. That's gotta be her, huh? So at least they reference her here. That makes me feel like they're gonna reference her now. How could they not with this in here? Unless this is Seto, but how could we tell? I mean, that would be like, it can't be Seto. Yeah, no, there's no shot at Seto because that would be like 200 years ago. And he has that same arrow head that Red 13 has. So like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Red and Dinner. So maybe they will reference her. I mean, that alone is a reference. But maybe they'll actually say her name. Then I can finally know how to say it.
Blessings of the planet.
They're gonna play me. It's gonna be like Den or something and the H is silent. It's gonna be like Denihe. Like, wow. The last dinner.
This village is lame. Did you know none of the materia here is even real? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice.
Really, I thought Yuffie would like Cosmo Canyon. It's very down to earth like Wutai. Like, Yuffie hates Shinra because it turned Wutai into a Mako-infested civilian tourist trap. So this place is basically what she wants Wutai to be. So I figured she'd like it. But, you know, no materia equals Yuffie hates it. Fair. Very fair. That is her favorite thing. Can't take that away from her.
I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. By all means, please come and join the seminar. Follow me if you would.
Which would you say is a more worthy pursuit?
They are both one and the same. Wouldn't you agree?
I ask you this, who among